Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. A little while ago we did some mini Halloween builds, and in this video we're going to be doing some mini Christmas builds. So we could pretty much just get started with the build number 1. So our first build is a little 8 block tall dark prismarine Christmas tree, and it even has a star on top and some ornaments on it. So that's pretty much it. Let's quickly look at how to build it. So I think that the best way to show how to build this one is just to show some vertical slices. So one thing that I want to point out is I use some weird materials for the stairs and slabs, and that's just to give a better idea of what I'm using where. I'll also have the materials up at the top of the screen, and it should be slowing down now, so it's easier to pause on each layer. But once we get through all the layers, I'll go to the second build. And our second build is a quite goofy looking elf on the shelf. The actual build isn't too complicated, and we made use of some red nether brick for his clothes, but we could pretty much just get to work on building it. So for this one I'm just going to show one still shot, but I'm going to use some different materials for the slabs and stairs to give a better view of what I'm using where, but for the actual materials I'll have up on the top, so of course make sure to use those materials instead. And moving quite quickly onto our third build, we have this relatively big Christmas present. So I tried using some white glass to make it look a bit reflective, or just to give it some depth, and I also used some glass paints on top to create a more intricate ribbon. So to build up this one, I'm just going to go around and give some angles of the build, because pretty much all you need to see is the surface of it to build it, and then for the ribbon I'll try to show some more in-depth shots. So our fourth build is a little section of Christmas lights that actually light up, and we got some different colors by using some different colored concrete and glass panes, and then we used the black stone walls to create the cord between the lights. And this one's easy enough to build just by looking at it, but I'll split it up into the 2 layers and try to separate the glass panes to get a better idea of what's going on there, but this build shouldn't be all too complicated to replicate. And so our fifth build is a quite cozy 2-story gingerbread house. You can see some smoke coming out the chimney and some snow and gumdrops surrounding the house. And this one is a little bit more complicated, but we could get to work on building it. And so I think the best way to show how to build this one is to split it into vertical slices and to go from the front to the back of the house. And our sixth build has to be one of my favorites. It's a little derpy snowman with a top hat and some goofy arms and a big old carrot nose. And this little guy is still really tiny and he's just pretty adorable. And so once again I'll just show some slices throughout the build, and we'll go from the front to the back. And now on to build number 7. So this is actually the first 2D build we have, but I quite like it. And it's just a little glass pane snowflake. And so this one's simple enough to build. I'll just try to get a good shot so you can see all the different blocks. But with the glass texture, I think it gives a pretty good view of where to place everything. Oh yes, on to build number 8. This guy is looking super goofy. I tried to make him in the same style as the snowman, and I honestly couldn't be more proud of how he turned out. So we got this goofy little bean Santa with some little arms and feet, and even a goofy little face and hat. So to build this one, we'll have the materials at the top, and we'll go through the slices just like usual. And now we have the jumbo candy cane. And so this one's a pretty simple addition, but I really quite like it, and it's a nice one to decorate around a house to really fit the Christmas theme. So there's not really anything to show how to build this one. You can pretty much just tell from the picture, and the materials are even customizable since you could change the different lengths on the candy cane. And that brings us to our little colorful Christmas ornaments. So I just used some concrete to create a little round object, and then I put a lantern on top to act as the little piece that the hook could fasten to. And once again, this is another really simple build. I'll just quickly go through the layers to get a quick scan of what's going on. And moving on to this adorable little gingerbread man. He's looking pretty crispy with some black stone button eyes and a little birch button belly. So to show how to build this one, I'll separate the stairs and slabs by using a different color so you can see where all those are placed in. And I'm so happy with this next build. It's our little reindeer with some fence gate legs and some fence antlers, and you could even see he has a little tail. And I'll once again split up the slabs and stairs just to show what's going on. And for our final build, we got a 2-in-1 with an adorable little polar bear and a little Arctic fox. So these are both just little quartz creatures with some black stone button eyes and noses. And for the final time, we'll go through the layers, split up the stairs and slabs, and get this one built up. Well, that's all the builds we got for this video. One thing that I want to ask is if you guys have any suggestions on ways you would want this video to be done. If you had a hard time following any of the building instructions or anything like that, just let me know if there's any improvements I can make on a video like this. But I want to thank you for watching. I hope that you guys have an awesome Christmas and happy holidays, and I'll be back for 2021. And I mean, I got some stuff planned out. I want to start working super hard on these videos and really start to go kind of crazy on them. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.